Some bad news for the Vancouver Canucks here. COVID related. This coming about a week after playing against the Montreal Canadiens, who had Jesperi Kotkaniemi and Joel Armia go into the COVID protocol, with one of them testing positive, the other being a close contact. We got news today straight from Travis Green that Adam Gaudette got pulled halfway through practice due to a positive COVID-19 test. So there's some fears alongside this, right? Here's the way the protocol works, right? Adam Gaudette now has to sit out until he gets 3 consecutive negative tests, which would indicate a false positive, or he needs to, quarantine for, I think, 10 days to again 2 weeks. Again, once you have 3 negative tests, you're allowed to draw back into the lineup. But what does this mean for the Vancouver Canucks? Well, Adam Gaudette was at practice today. He was practicing with his teammates on the ice. Obviously, that means he's in the locker room, conversing in theory with people, right? Potentially being close to his teammates. On Adam Gaudette and Brock Besser's Instagram stories yesterday, they were together. So this, in my mind, would probably make Brock Besser a close contact, like we did see with Armia and Kotkaniemi, which would likely cause Besser to have to sit out. Again, we're waiting on more news to come in. If there is any more news, I will update you here. But we just saw Montreal have to take basically a week away from games because of their 2 positive COVID tests. And they wanted to make sure that the rest of the team was testing negative before they started playing games again. So will the NHL do the same thing with the Vancouver Canucks? Again, the Canucks have something like 19 games left in the season. And I think the season goes until May 15th is the current schedule. So about 45 days to have those 19 games. But that timeline shrinks if the Canucks have to, say, take 6 or 7 days away because of that. So I will stay tuned on Twitter here and update you guys if I do see anything. Obviously, the hope is that Adam Gaudette is a false positive, and that if he does have COVID-19, that he recovers well. Yeah, definitely an interesting development. The Canucks are the one team that haven't really been affected too bad by COVID yet this year in the NHL. They had JT Miller and Jordy Ben having to sit out the first few games of the season due to quarantine, but they haven't had any games rescheduled, and we might see that change over here. Anyways, that's all I've got for this one. If the Canucks do end up playing tomorrow night, it'll be 7:30 against Calgary. I will be live about 30 minutes before that game here on YouTube if that game does happen. So make sure you are subscribed for that. Anyways, getting notifications. That's all I've got for this one. Adam Gaudette testing positive for COVID-19.